probably happening.
TikTok dance.
It's probably happening right now. We just
Probably.
we don't
on
need.
the black market.
Yeah,
So we don't know.
like the dark web or some shit, you know.
But what is crazy is that fucking Bitcoin was literally made for the black market, but now it's like so public.
Really?
Yeah, Bitcoin, that was the currency you used on the black market back in the day. Because it was
Whoa.
untraceable. But now people are investing into it like it's the future of currency.
Actually, one of my coworkers, like he was telling me about it. He was like saying like, he's saying like Bitcoin is gonna be like the, it's the future of currency right now. You know, he was like, it's like you better get on board on. I'm like, I don't even. To be honest, I'm not even really sure how it works though. I'm like, cause I'm like, I know like with certain. Like when people stream and shit, like on Twitch, you know, like people like donate bits, but like how much do like what do bits like translate to? You know, like in terms of like U.S. currency. You know.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing, because our US dollar is backed by gold. I don't know what backs up Bitcoin. There's nothing to, like, what gives it that value?
Right.
You know? Instead of people saying it's valuable, you
Mhm.
know, like rather than that, it's, you know, nothing else is really making it valuable. Like, again, the US dollar is backed on gold,
Mhm.
well, that's what makes it value. Um, but yeah, if Bitcoin saying, well, what makes it value is the U.S. dollar, then that's contradicting. That's contradicting what you want to do with it.
Mhm.
You know, because Bitcoin, a lot of people are jumping onto Bitcoin because they feel like the U.S. dollar won't be worth
Mhm.
in the future. Like that will collapse, and if the government collapse and the funding for all of it,
Mhm.
then Bitcoin will be the reigning champion. You know, it's like, oh, the U.S. dollar's king, but what if that king gets dethroned and now there's a new one? And you know, that's the thinking there.
Right.
They're like, you better jump on this now while it's hot, you know, before you know.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I see that as gambling because you don't know if that's gonna happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't ever think the U.S. dollar is ever gonna drop in value, unless it's the fucking apocalypse,
Right.
and then
Right.
it's gonna
Yeah.
be like Fallout where you fucking trade bottle caps and shit, you know.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's very very iffy. Like, you know, I feel like I really feel like that's like play money, like it's like fucking in-game currency.
Yeah. Like
You know,
fucking like yeah like real life. Real life fucking Monopoly money or some shit like that,
exactly,
man.
real life monopoly money.
At this point, I would just use all the monopoly money I have in my
You're
pocket.
right.
Give it.
Yeah, right. Just pull out that monopoly money. You're a millionaire already.
Dude, somebody's gonna do it too. Like some guy, some rich dude from like the suburbs is gonna be like, I came up with a new innovative way to make your monopoly money. It's gonna be people.
An old monopoly game. Pull them out.
It's gonna make. It's like the fucking media is gonna cover it and everything. They're gonna. It's so weird, like how, like adults, you know, like certain adults will like call like the shit that we're into like childish, but then like they'll take some shit like and say like that's the next. They'll take some shit like that. It sounds crazy, and they'll be like, "This is innovative. This is brand new. You know, people need to do it."
Yeah, true. And it does beg the question, you know, like you know,
Oh,
people
shit.
in the past with, bless you,
Mhm.
people in the past with the U.S. dollar, like you would have to think like at one point someone had to say, hey, let's make this green piece of paper
Mhm.
really like worth it. Like everything we want is gonna be with this green piece of paper. No more trading copper pieces and silver pieces, you know, or trading our chickens and daughters. No, we're gonna have
Yeah,
real
yeah,
money, you know.
yeah.
It's like, this is what we're gonna pay with every, you know. Like at some point, someone had to have said that, right?
Yeah.
With a group of people, you know. So like, oh, okay, collectively we all agree these are gonna be the dollars that we use. This is
Mhm.
$5, $1, $20, $10. This is the stuff we're gonna use to buy stuff.
Right.
You know, so I think that's what a lot of people are trying to do now with the Bitcoin. They want to be the person that's like, okay, well,
Mhm.
this will become valuable now. You know, but it's hard to do now because we have centuries of a system
Mhm.
that has used the U.S. dollar our entire lives. the U.S. dollar has always been there, so it's gonna be kind of hard to switch things up.
Oh yeah.
You know, if that's the case, if that's the case, then you're really investing into Bitcoin for your grandkids.
Right.
Because maybe by the time the grandkids are around, and if there's actual change, and people get behind it, then maybe you could switch the way things work, where now Bitcoin's the reigning currency.
Yeah, that.
I don't think we're gonna see that in our lifetime.
And that's the thing though. Like a lot of people are so like afraid of change. You know, like how can you actually condition? How can you actually condition people to like get on board with it? You know.
Right.
Unless you.
Now that we're talking about this, I think I remember hearing something about a country in Saudi Arabia. They only or I forget if it's a country or a city in Saudi Arabia that only accepts Bitcoin. In the entire city, everyone uses Bitcoin, and they only allow Bitcoin. So like, if you want to buy a bottle of water, you gotta trade in some Bitcoin.
Oh,
You have to have a Bitcoin account and stuff. So I can see that being like, okay, if it works with this economy in this city, let's practice that everywhere else.
Right.
But I haven't heard anything else from that, you know, and that was like 2021 that I heard about that. 1, 2, 3, about like 3 or 4 years later, I haven't heard anything else about it. So maybe it wasn't that successful, you know? Because everywhere in the world, it's weird. Because everywhere in the world, you pull out like a Benjamin, $100 Benjamin bill, people will fall to their fucking knees.
Right, because
oh, fuck yeah, dude, yeah. That's an American dollar. Like that's American money. Fuck
yeah,
that's like top notch. You know, compared to if you pull out $100 peso, you know, like no one's gonna
yeah,
no one's gonna do anything with a peso. You know, like they don't like that. They don't like that shit. Same thing with pounds in the UK. It's not as valuable as the dollar.
I think I remember reading something that I think that the pound might be a little bit more valuable than the dollar, and then there's also what else? I think there's another one, but the U.S. dollar is definitely in the top 3. I think that
it might be the yen in China.
Nah, the dollar is way more than yen. I think it's
Japan.
it's
the yen's for cheap.
yeah. I think it's what the fuck is it? It's the euro. It's the euro actually.
Euro.
Yeah.
Euro.
I think it's the euro. Yeah.
Yeah, look this shit up. Euro.
But yeah, euro, like the euro and the pound is a little bit more than the U.S. dollar, I believe. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Currency in the world. What the fuck? The Kawati diner? What the fuck is the Kawati diner?
Oh my god, stop grabbing me, you piece of shit.
Look at the photo I sent in the group chat. What the fuck is this? This some Saudi Arabian shit?
Okay.
Now where is this place at? It has to be in Saudi Arabia.
Be funny if it is.
Yep, West Asia, in the Middle East. It's a city in the Middle East. Oil, man.
But yep.
That currency is backed by the amount of oil they have.
Oh really?
That is the most expensive one. Yeah, that Kawati currency. That's in the Middle East. That's near Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is the wealthiest fucking place.
Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's mutated!
The poorest person there would be like a millionaire. millionaires are considered fucking middle class over there. Like, what the fuck?
No, hell no, 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 no!
Fucking Lambo and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw, what was that? Fast and Furious 7? They were in Dubai.
Dubai, like, has been making, like, waves, man. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, the Prince of Saudi Arabia is the richest motherfucker in the world.
What?
Definitely ain't Elon Musk. It's not Elon. Not Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. It's fucking Prince of Saudi Arabia.
Why are all of them mutating? I get it, but stop.
And that's hilarious. These fucking Middle East cities are like futuristic cities and shit.
Oh yeah, cause like you said, cause the oil. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, the oil they're not.
That was funny. I was planning to actually go to Japan with my cousins this fall. But then one minute I realized I'm like, damn. I really do not like going out of state too much.
That's not even out of state. That's out of country.
Out of country, yeah.
That's over the ocean. But yeah, if you don't like going out of state, damn. I can only imagine going out of state.
Yeah.
Yeah, Japan's a huge fucking.
But
Huge
since
travel
I was like, you know what? I want to go to Japan, just cause, and live over there. To be honest, cause right now America is going down to shit.
Oh yeah, everyone's fucking wanting to leave America. Dude, I was watching fucking WWE Elimination Chamber, and they were in Toronto, Canada, and at the beginning they sang the national anthem for the U.S. and they fucking started booing like a motherfucker.
Yeah, because that was
No
like,
one likes.
that was really fucking stupid. Why would you go? Why would you go over to another country and sing their sing your national anthem?
They're an American fucking industry. That's why. That shows the fucking the machismo side of fucking America. It's like, oh yeah, wherever we go, we're gonna make sure you know that we're Americans.
Yeah.
Sherlock. And then then they sang the fucking Canadian national anthem second. I'm like, what the fuck? You could at least sing that one first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. I'm like, yeah, dude, no one likes America right now.
Apparently, like Google, I remember seeing this like a couple weeks ago. Google like changed like the Gulf of Mexico into like the Gulf of America, and I'm like, oh my god, this is really, it's really fucking stupid. It's really, it's
on maps or something. Or?
I think it's on Google. Like, look it up on Google. It's really fucking stupid. I'm like, dude, that had it was on Facebook too.
Shit, yeah, it is.
That had like 300,000 like angry emojis. And I'm like, these people you're just trying to piss people off, huh? And then like you saw like there's a lot of Mexican people on there. They're like, "Viva Mexico, bitch!" It's like, "Fuck you."
Wow.
I'm like, you're just asking for it, man. Like, come on.
The most frequent question asked was, why did Google change the name of Gulf of Mexico? Because they're standing by the long-standing practice of applying name changes when they have been updated in official government sources. Wow. If the government says it's Gulf of America, it's the Gulf of America. That's fucking stupid.
It's really stupid. It's really dumb, you know. That's the thing, though, like, you know, like...
Now the world knows how Chicagoans felt when they changed the name of the city.
Right.
They're still gonna fucking call it the city.
Oh my god.
Go, 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 go. We cannot stop moving or else we'll blow up and die.
Well, that's for blow up and die. Yes. Guys, I will be getting me a PS5 soon. I will join the club.
Don't
Oh
worry.
yeah. You can play all your 4 games on the 5.
I really do
And by
need
the
one
fi-
though.
and by the time you get the 5,
Mhm.
Sony announces the PS6.
I do like that. That would suck.
I honestly don't think like they should make another console until
Mhm.
like 10 years later. Like the PlayStation 5 could honestly last them like the next several years.
True. That is true.
Because they're like, oh, this system life cycle is already nearing its end. By 2027, the next one's gonna be out and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, for the first 3 years of the PS5, no one could buy the PS5. What the fuck is that?
Right. Exactly.
So for you to be like, oh, it's almost over, it's like, no, the fuck it isn't. This shit's just starting.
And the only like the thing is too like, you know how like we always had like those conversations like I'm not really into like graphics like that. You know, like it's cool. It's
Right.
cool. It's cool to see it, but like,
Not every game needs that.
yeah, exactly. Like you can make some really cool games and like not add realism all the time to it, you know?
Right. Like a fighting game should not be fucking realistic.
Yeah, like unless you're playing like
UFC.
UFC, yeah, like and like real fighting game fans do not buy that shit. No, nobody's playing fucking UFC. So
No,
it's-
yeah, exactly. The same thing with WWE games. If you're a fighting game guy, you're not gonna buy a WWE game.
yeah, exactly.
It's not a fighting game.
I like playing WWE sometimes. The only because I like playing with my own creative character.
Well, yeah, I pre-ordered the new 2K25, fucking Bloodline edition, fucking on the damn near $200 because I'm that big of a fan of it again, you know. But I wouldn't go as far as to call it a fighting game, you know.
Yeah.
I like a wrestling game.
Oh yeah, it is a wrestling game, but it's a sports game.
Yeah.
That is true.
It's labeled underneath sports.
And that's the thing, like those like I'll never understand why people I don't know, like I never grew up playing those games. Like even like my brother and my uncle, we didn't even buy that shit. Like I think like the only like sports game I played was like it was like 2K. It was like NBA 2, like sports. It was the sports games. Get the fuck out of my way!
What's that?
This fucking stupid ass bug.
Stupid ass.
It's like his big body is just.
What the hell are you playing?
I'm playing Resident Evil 5. I'm playing Mercenaries.
Resident Evil 5, okay.
Yeah, but
I thought you were still playing fucking
Marvel.
vs. Capcom.
I was playing it, but then you know I just practiced it, but I got bored of it already.
Bugs in that game. Wait, you're playing Resident Evil 5? There you go.
Yeah. Okay. No,
Yeah, you
don't
guys
you?
can play together. Sorry, can't you?
Yes, we
Yeah,
can.
Story Mercenaries. You can too if you got the disc version of the PS5. No, I think. Manny has Resident Evil 5, but it's on a disc.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't got a disc drive.
I know. I'm sorry.
That's also really dumb too. I don't know. I don't understand why PlayStation is charging people extra $100 to add a fucking disc drive to your PlayStation 5. Is what? Like the milking is ridiculous to me.
Yeah, that's just retarded.
It's really fucking stupid. But the only reason why I want a PS5 is because I feel like the next Marvel vs. Capcom is right around the corner, and I feel like it's also going to be an exclusive.
Marvel vs. Capcom?
Yeah.
Oh, really? You think
I-
it's gonna be an exclusive?
I feel like it's going to be an exclusive, and I don't think it's going to be on like the PS4 or anything like that. I really feel like it's just not. because Capcom and Marvel are they're in a good place, especially with them like releasing the Marvel vs. Capcom collections, you know, of like all the old games and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Which I still need to buy.
It's really fun. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't bought it myself, but I was like game sharing with one of my friends. So, but it's nice to have. It's nice
You
to.
don't have it. You're game sharing it.
Yeah, I was just game sharing it with my friend. But
Gotcha.
yeah, but it's nice to have like 8 fucking titles of Marvel vs. Capcom, all those old classics. And like there were people that was like, bro, I'm buying like 10 of these I'm buying like 10 of them, like just to make sure, just in case just in case it goes away. I have them, you know.
Yeah. I remember that's why I still held on to my PS2 copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah.
I remember that shit was like, it was rare. It was
It's
really
super rare, yeah.
Now, not so much because this Marvel collection.
Yeah, but but you'll never
that specific version.
yeah, you never know if you just never know if Marvel, you know, Disney,
True.
King Mickey himself puts it off the fucking market. It's like, haha, that's enough. Fucking Mickey Mouse, bro, like corporate mouse. It takes it off the market. It just takes it off the market.
As fast as they came, as fast as they go.
That shit would be, I don't know, it'd just be so, it'd be really weird, you know. I feel like Marvel, they should just, like those guys, they should just stick to like the movies, or, you know, just like don't even get in the games, you know.
Yeah, I miss when there were so many different types of Marvel games.
Yeah.
Like, you got the team up, beat 'em up, like X-Men Legends Ultimate.
Yeah, yeah.
You had the solo Spider-Man games.
Mhm.
You had Marvel vs. Capcom, separate fighting games. You got some fucking, you got some movie tie-ins there to sprinkle in some diversity in there.
Yeah.
You got the Ghost Rider. I remember the Ghost Rider game had Blade as a super unlockable character.
That's really cool. That's,
And I feel like if that was today, you'd have to pay $50 to play as Blade.
yeah.
They'd make a whole trailer for it and stuff, and what the fuck. You just can't get those quality games anymore.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've been playing fucking like PS2, PS3 games. And those fuckers still hold up, man.
Mhm.
Fucking 2 to 3 generations old, and all of them still hold up.
Yep.
Like if you look at the Lego game,
Mhm.
have you ever seen the gameplay of the new Lego Star Wars? The Skywalker Saga?
The new ones?
It's like over the shoulder. It's like an actual shooter and stuff like that, and it's open world and it's very dynamic. And I'm
Really?
thinking to myself, that's cool, but look at the older Lego games.
Yeah, like old Lego
were
games are not like that.
They were so classic.
Mhm.
Simple, classic, anyone can pick up and play. And I feel like they're just overcomplicating it now. Now you can't get multiple Lego games to be released because now it takes more time to make them and more money if you're making it that in depth.
Right.
Over the shoulder, you can switch characters on the fly, and like wherever you aim is very accurate, and it feels like a fucking multiplayer shooter now.
That's
Of
weird.
course, it's gonna take you longer
Yeah.
to develop it because it's so intuitive now.
Mhm.
Back then, games had a certain okay, we're simple to a degree,
Mhm.
but yet the enemies are hard where you can't just bullshit it. You have to learn how to play the game. I gotta give the greatest example is fucking Castlevania.
Mhm.
It's a simple side scroller, but the villains are hard, so you
Mhm.
can't just breeze through it.
Yeah.
The design of it is simple. So we can develop multiple games like these and probably release them every year, if not every 2 years.
Yeah.
But with games being so fucking complicated now and so realistic, it
Yeah.
takes so long and so much money to do it that
Mhm.
we don't have a variety of games like we used to, like all the Marvel games now.
Yeah.
Like, remember when we had a Spider-Man and a Wolverine game, and we can choose which one we wanted to play? Now we have to wait. It's either or. Now we have to wait for Insomniac to finish up Spider-Man 2, and
Yeah.
now they're still working on Wolverine. You know, now that's more time. We gotta wait. You know,
Mhm.
like that. What happened when they were both like out at the same time because they were being made by two different companies?
Right.
You know, like what the fuck, man? Like we're getting a lot more supposedly quality instead of quantity,
Mhm.
but the quality's not there, man. Everyone keeps bitching about new games, and on top of that, people are charging way more for it. Like the new Lego Star Wars games has like fucking 10 DLC packs to it.
That's
I'm like,
fucking insane.
Jesus.
That's fucking
Like cool,
insane.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. You get to play as Mandalorian and Grogu, sure.
Yeah.
But fuck, man, that's a lot. What, can't they just be unlockable? Like they're like a million Lego studs to unlock. You know, a million takes a while to
Mhm.
get to in a Lego game. If you're trying to collect all the little studs and the coins,
Yeah.
it takes a while to get to a million, 2 million. So
Mhm.
can you at least have them as like unlockables in the game? But it takes you a while to get to them.
Mhm.
That's no more, man. You know, no, pay $20 to unlock them, and you know this and this and that.
Yeah,
That's why
insane.
that's why you got free to play games now.
Mhm.
Free to play games, they're not afraid to charge you an arm and a leg for a skin, because remember, you downloaded our game for free, so you're really playing this for no charge.
Right.
So if we're asking you for $20 for a skin, it's not that much,
Mhm.
you know. And people are like, all right, yeah, I'll cough up to 20. All right,
Yeah.
there's another Fantastic Four skin. I'll cough up another 20. Oh, Invisible Woman's looking real good. I do the $40 one. 'Cause I wanna show them.
Yeah.
I'll cough it up. Why not? You know why? Because this game is free to download. You know,
Ah, shit.
I heard Marvel Rivals generated over $5.7 million
They
in its first 2 months.
they know what they're doing,
Crazy.
and they know what they're
Crazy.
doing. You know.
Yep. I
Uh,
contributed probably around like $40 to that. Motherfucker. I was like, motherfucker.
I did
got
not
me.
contribute no money for Marvel Rifles. I want to tell
Good.
you that
You
for
still
sure.
got your dignity.
So-
You still got your dignity.
but the thing is, okay, so that's actually one of the games I wanted to play because I saw Psylocke and I'm like, fuck, I gotta play. And then I
You know
would,
what?
and then I was
I got a question.
hmm
Do you guys want to play Marvel Rivals right now?
I can't play it. I have a PS4. I have a PS4.
Oh, that's
You think
right. It's not on PS4.
Yeah, it's not on PS4. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I did see like their next lineup of DLC where they're gonna put like more X-Men characters, and I saw Jubilee. Jubilee is just gonna make me buy the game. Like, she's just gonna make me
But sir, it's free to download. No, take my 50.
take my 50. Yes.
Take my fucking money. Jubilee's in it. I'll gladly take 50.
Dude, she was. You know what? At first, she was like, I didn't like her because like my first like real introduction to her was like through X-Men X-Men Legends. I watched her a little. I watched the old X-Men show that came on, but she wasn't very interesting to me. But then like, the more I played her, I'm like, what the fuck? She's kind of badass, dude. She's kind of bad. Like, it's like, okay, so she has a move in that game where like she can blind like all the enemies, but like if you max it out to like to this fullest potential, she'll have people like stand there for like 2 minutes. Like I timed it too, and I'm like, what the fuck? So they're just standing targets. I'm like, dude, she's busted. And then on top of that,
Go ahead, keep going.
and then on top of that, like the loading screens for the art. I'm like, dude, she's hot, man. she's hot.
The artist went crazy with those loading screens.
Dude, they had so much
The
fun.
Rogue ones.
The Rogue one for sure.
Rogue one,
Yeah.
The Storm one. All of them, fuck. All
Like-
the X-Babes.
Like, don't get me wrong, all the art looks cool for the characters, but like whoever that artist was, man, he made sure the details he put into the women was just
He took his time.
he took his
That was
time,
probably one of
dude.
the last things to be put into the game because the artist was taking his time. We need those loading screens. Hold on. You want this to be good?
Yeah, those look, dude.
Here, he's like, here's all the guy characters. All right? Those are dumb.
Those are
There's nothing to add to that.
but oh my god,
No,
man.
dude, but fucking Rivals, man. Rivals, I think, has brought back that trend of all the female characters looking.
Like hot, looking hot, but like they're
Yeah,
badass.
like it's crazy.
They're badass, but
And
they're still hot. You know.
and the one thing, because I get pissed off while playing that game because it's a multiplayer game. I always get pissed off.
Mhm.
But the one thing I love about that game is that it inspired so many cosplayers, female cosplayers,
Mhm.
Instagram influencers to dress as these characters,
Mhm.
and they're so spot on. It's insane. It's insane.
That's
You got a whole catalog for you, man.
that's
You got a whole catalog.
that's
You don't need to
crazy.
go on the hub anymore, man. Just go on Instagram, look up Marvel Rivals cosplay. You're good, bro. Like I don't even know who the fuck Luna Snow is, but she's my favorite Marvel.
She's my favorite Marvel hero. Yeah.
I was like, who? Who the fuck is it? She's a K-pop star. She's a singer. Oh, you mean fucking Dazzler?
Dazzling. Yeah.
That's already a character. You're talking about Dazzler. You know what's funny? That Luna Snow character.
Mhm.
She's fun to play. She's very attractive.
Mhm.
But I'm like, what comic is she from? Is she a mutant? What is she? Her first appearance was Marvel Future Fight, which is a fucking mobile game.
What the fuck? Wow.
So you're telling me she was the character in the tutorial that says, "Hi, welcome to Marvel Future Fights. I'm so and so."
That's so weird.
I'm like, dude, no fucking way. And so she was created for the mobile game, and she's actually, I think she made her Marvel Comics debut, I think 2 years ago.
Mhm.
I think it was like I forget if it was like a Secret War run or something, but
Mhm.
she's in the comics now. She's canon in the comics, and now she's an actual Marvel character. So I'm like, all right, cool.
That's
Her and Jeff the Shark are new Marvel characters.
I
think Jeff was actually from the comics.
I was always wondering about that because I'm like, is Jeff the Shark? Is he like I thought that he was like an Inhuman or something, you know, but I guess I'm
Oh,
wrong.
he could be an Inhuman. I don't know, because all I know is that he was pets. Like he's superheroes' pets. Like
Mhm.
he's a pet for them, but he doesn't have one owner. Like I think the most time he spent was Deadpool. I think Deadpool owned him for the longest.
Okay.
But now I heard he's currently with Gwenpool, you know. But then there was a time where he was with the Hulk and the Avengers. And
Mhm.
I'm like, whose pet is he? I mean, he's just like a fucking rogue shark that goes around.
Mhm.
He could be an Inhuman. I don't know. Because he definitely was not around when we were growing up. Like, he's a new Marvel character, like, in the comics.
Yeah.
I'm like, alright. Same thing with Gwenpool. Like, she's newer.
Mhm.
Basically, every Gwen that's a superhero is all new. Because she was always dead when we were younger. Okay. Never a superhero.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, Luna Snow and Jeff the Shark, those are new characters that are made popular, really, by Marvel Rivals, I think. 'Cause
Which is
a lot of
that's pretty insane because even when when I bought Ultimate Alliance 3, there's this character that I've never heard of before. Her name was like Elsa Bloodstone, I believe. And I was like, who the hell is this? I'm like, she's cool. Like, she's really cool, but I just didn't know who she was, though, you know?
that was obscure. That's an obscure character. I think she's been around since the 90s. So, she's an old character, but obscure as fuck for her to feel new.
Yeah. So that was...
Ultimate Alliance 3 developers, or whoever chose the characters to be in there, were real fucking comic fans.
Hell yeah, man. Like, hell yeah.
Like, damn. That's a deep cut.
Like, they were bringing up, like...
Again, she's
Mhm. Go ahead.
only with the horror side of Marvel. Like, she interacts with Blade, like Ghost Rider and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Dracula, Tomb of Dracula and shit like that, yeah.
Morbius. I think, yeah, Mobius is in the game,
Morbius.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, she's never with the Avengers.
Apparently, she's like a hunter, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, like a monster hunter and shit.
Which is pretty cool. It's actually really cool.
Yeah, if they ever want to make a movie, I mean, she's just a great character as a movie. It could be horror action. It could be straight up action. You know, it's like
Yeah.
possibilities, right? I heard she actually is in the MCU. I don't know if you've seen that Werewolf by Night, but that character Elsa Bloodstone is in that.
Well, I didn't know that. I actually did not know that.
And I think she's not the main character
Mhm.
because the main character is a werewolf dude,
Mhm.
but she's in it. I'm like, no shit. That's that one bitch that Nathan didn't know from Monster Hunter. That's Elsa Bloodstone. That's it.
Actually, you know what? I think I'm missing the. I think I'm actually missing the character in that game
Oh really?
because like I have most of them unlocked, but like there's like one fucking square on my screen, and it pisses me off that I actually don't know who that is.
Damn, that's crazy.
Actually,
Is it DLC or is you have to actually unlock them?
I think you actually have to unlock them in game,
Oh,
which
that's
is
so cool.
which is actually kind of cool because I'm like a lot of games still don't do that because I think
Yeah.
the last character I unlocked was actually Thanos, and Thanos was already like he was pretty fucking broken like unlocking him, you know. But then there's still like one square on my screen, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? What do I have to do to unlock this?
That'd be so stupid if it's like the same character but a different variant, like Bone Claw Wolverine.
Dude,
It's like
that would be really
it's
stupid.
Thanos but with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that would be really fucking stupid. Let me see. I'm curious because
See now the people are like, oh, Switch, Steam Deck, which one's better? I'm like, dude, why is this a question? The fucking Switch is better. That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
exclusives. It's a
mhm,
Nintendo system.
yeah.
What are you gonna do? Fuck it. Oh, you can emulate it. Like, no, dude, come on, get the fuck ghetto ass motherfucker. No, fucking get the actual Nintendo game, bro. Like, emulate. What the fuck is that shit?
To be honest with you, I actually had to emulate on my phone. I have an emulator for Game Boy,
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
Game Boy. I had to play the actual Pokemon games I actually love. I actually download an emulator just so I could play them because I no
Nice.
longer have my Game Boy anymore.
That's the thing, because that's on your phone, so that's cool. You know, like yeah, sure, because you know you already have your phone. Everyone has a phone, and you do it there. That's awesome. And plus the Game Boy games,
Mhm.
they were made to be handheld and transportable. So that's like perfect, man. That's like a perfect emulator setup.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But if you're spending thousands of dollars on a PC and then a couple hundred on a Steam Deck, and you're still emulating Nintendo games, bro, you should have used all that money to get the Nintendo system,
Just get the
you know?
Switch. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you want to do the retro stuff, like get the Game Boy the Game Boy Color that you want. Like, if
Yeah.
you spend that much on the PC for video games,
I
come
had
on,
to turn
bro.
off
Like,
the
I'd rather
PC
just.
because we left to do the lawyer stuff. Yeah, so I was
Oh,
it.
he's not talking to us. I thought he was talking to us.
Oh, my bad.
So-
My brother got back home. That's why.
No, you're good, man.
My friends.
So I
Yeah,
think
man. They should just get the fucking Nintendo system.
yeah. Yeah, they should.
Yes, yes.
So I'm not gonna lie, I will hold off on buying the Switch 2 until I see 3 games. Which one of them I already saw. I saw Mario Kart 9. And for the new Mario Kart, I believe there's going to be like 24 racers. Yeah, that's what I saw an article for. So like, I'm like, damn, 24 fucking racers on the screen.
That's insane. And I wonder, are they gonna make the tracks longer or wider? I should say, or
Mhm.
bigger. I wonder if they're gonna make them bigger
Mhm.
to accommodate the 24 racers.
And then they would have to, but you know, like I would imagine, you know, like they had a couple years to work on it already. You know, like after when they released like the deluxe version for the Switch. Yeah.
I saw in the Roblox news, I wanted to get Issei, but at the same time, like, fuck. On the anime Last Stand. He's in the capsule thing, isn't he? God damn it.
I think he's talking to his brother.
He's talking to his brother.
Yeah. He
um,
said his brother just got back in.
oh yeah. Also, it's inevitable, but like the next Smash game is going to be a Switch 2 exclusive. So I have to.
Yeah.
Fucking Nintendo. I don't like giving Nintendo my money, but they just make decent. They make decent enough games to me like, fuck, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. The games are good, man. The games are good.
I haven't owned a Nintendo system since the 3DS.
Mhm.
Technically, it would be the Wii. Like to have an at-home system, it would be the Wii.
Mhm.
So I haven't owned a Nintendo game since really the Wii.
Mhm.
I missed out on like 2 to 3 generations from them, man.
I'll put you in.
This is crazy.
I mean-
really want to get the, if I'm not gonna get the Switch, I want to get the Switch too, because you can play the Switch games on the Switch too. So
Could it-
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah, I might have to save up for that.
And yeah.
Shit, it'd
Mhm.
be crazy if I fucking pull the trigger and be like, I'm gonna sell all my PlayStations and
Mhm.
put towards the Switch.
The PlayStation, the Switch,
bro.
That'd be crazy. That'd be insane. Like all my games, all 4 of my systems,
Mhm.
anything that still works, because these controllers are finicky as shit. That'd be crazy if I did that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, a part of me feels like it would be worth it because I can take that fucker anywhere.
Anywhere you want, yeah. So
I could also play it on it too. Yeah.
yeah, and the thing is,
I thought
Mhm.
Smash Ultimate
mhm.
was supposed to be the last Smash Brothers.
It was. I mean,
That's what they said. That's what I remember hearing.
Mhm.
I'm like, that's not true.
No.
I remember at the time, I'm like, that's hard to believe. It's so fucking popular.
it's still like Smash ever since it's been out. I don't think it's ever like had like a discount. Nintendo still has that fucking game at full price.
Yeah, because it's worth it.
And like, even though me as a semi competitor. There's some things about like the combat I don't like them not buffing fucking Ganondorf, but I mean, it's so many like kids that are playing it, it's and just the amount of people that they have daily playing it, so like there's no point of them like dropping it. That's their money maker, that's their baby right there. So like, of course they have to come out with the next one. And the fan service is crazy. You have fucking Ryu and Ken, you have fucking Mega Man, you got Bayonetta, fucking Cloud, fucking Sephiroth in the game. Like
literally, if there was gonna be a video game, like a fighting game for all video game characters, it's this one. Like this is the closest we're getting, because that roster is so ambitious.
Like even
characters.
Even to this day, people want like fucking Master Chief in the game. People want Doom. Yeah. People want Doom Guy. Doom Slayer. Yeah.
Dante.
People want Dante, and I see like those characters can get in. Nintendo has no, like, they have no problem, gaining the licensing for those characters. Like they'll pay a good amount because they just know how many people the end profit that they're going to be making is just through the roof. Like people want like Crash Bandicoot in the game. Some people want like Spiral, and it's possible. The very fact that they get
attack.
Yeah.
The power of Juju.
Juju, yeah.
It's can bring them in. Why not?
Just the simple fact that they got Sora, and Sora is like semi-owned by Disney, semi-owned by
Gotcha.
by like Square Enix, yeah, and like so like Nintendo didn't have enough power to put fucking Donald and Goofy in the game, I guess like. And that, like Disney was being bitches about that shit, but the fact that they got Sora in there though was pretty insane, cause like the amount of like people that had to okay it, like the licensing,
and the fact that Mickey's logo's at the end of his sword.
Yeah, exactly.
That's insane.
Yeah,
because that's something that could have easily been changed. but they made it apparent that no, that's still gonna be there, and I bet you it would have been faster. Like, probably would have been a faster agreement to get Sora into the game
Mhm.
if that logo wasn't even there.
Yeah,
I bet you
yeah.
it took the same amount of time that it did
Mhm.
because the logo was there. So it probably had still like those extra months added on because the logo's there. We still see that Mickey thing, like
Yeah.
E9 viewers will still be able to see it and
Yeah.
stuff. So we have to go through mountains of paperwork
Mhm.
just for the Mickey logo. I couldn't believe that shit if it's just the Mickey logo, let alone Mickey himself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shit, dude.
So,
But yeah, that's crazy that he was in the game, man.
I mean,
I'm
Sakurai
hyped for
made
that shit too.
Sakurai made it work. He made it fucking work.
Yeah, that's insane.
So that like that's like I said that's their money maker. So like it's inevitable for another fucking Smash to come out. It's coming out, but just people are just trying to anticipate when it's actually going to come out, and it might be like maybe next year, maybe the next 2 years or so.
Do you see it being a launch title for the Switch too?
It has to be, it has to be. And I think it might be like next year around December, definitely around the holidays, because they know people, those are the time when people have their money. People are going to go out, try to get the things that they can't get, big discounts on stuff. So there's going to be a lot of people, ready to get the new systems and everything. Like I said, once Smash comes out, and I already saw Mario Kart 9, so I'm already invested in that, and I believe I'm a little worried about like Metroid Prime 4. I remember, like, don't get me wrong, I got my Switch ready for that fucking game. Fuck my PlayStation. As soon as Metroid Prime 4 comes out, I'm gonna be playing the hell out of that game. Cause you don't understand, Chris. I've been waiting so long to play that fucking game, man. Since we started high school.
Oh wow.
Since we started high school, like 2014.
Wow.
Like
well over a decade.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. But now that we actually had the trailer, so like I'm excited. I'm ready for that fucking game to come out. But
So that's your Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, I'm ready for that game, dude. I'm ready for it, man. Oh my god. Run, Sheva, run!
So Metroid 4 is the next entry, or is it a remake of?
It's the next entry, but like
It's the next entry. Okay.
yeah. But it's so many like hardcore fans have been waiting like a long time for it. I think like the last one that was announced was obviously Metroid Prime 3, but I think that game came out like in 2008, 2010, I believe, and that was like a Wii exclusive. That was a Wii exclusive, so it was cool. It was cool to get Metroid Dread. Like everyone thought that Metroid Dread was going to be Metroid Prime 4, but Metroid Dread turned out to be such an amazing game. It's one of the best games, one of the best Metroid games I've played.
Isn't there like one monster that's chasing you throughout the whole thing?
It's
So it's called Dread or something.
it's the Emmy, like like these big ass, these 8 foot tall robots that chase you down. Like once you go into like their little zone, they like they scan for you, and then like just simply just walking, like they can detect you, and like those things are fucking fast, and like for them being so big, they can like squeeze into like small crevices like Samus can, and
Okay.
so like in that game, in the combat, you have a counter, like you have like a melee attack, like one melee attack, and like there's for most enemies, like there's indicators, so like you can know like when to perfectly counter any physical attack. But with these fucking robots, they're unpredictable. They have like 5 animations in which there's no indicator, right? They have 5 attack animations, And then on top of that, there's like, I believe there's like 5 different speeds in which they can attack. So like, you literally have to get lucky. You know, you have to anticipate. You have to anticipate it yourself. And like, the most insane thing that people do is like when you counter them like once or twice, people go crazy like, how the fuck did you do that? How, you know? Like with me, like I think at most I've did it like twice, but like once they get you, it's pretty much like you pretty much have like a 5% chance of like actually winning the encounter with them. You know, they're really scary. They're really fucking scary. Like I had one clip. I wish I could have recorded my audio. I have the clip though. Like one of them like one of them like got behind me. I was like, where the fuck is he? You know? And like he sneaked up on me and I died. I died like I screamed so loud. I screamed so loud. I was like, ah! I was like, what?
That's crazy, man. You
But
know, there's like those type of jump scares, man. You really get those with horror games over like a lot of fucking horror movies today, man.
yeah, yeah. Horror movies. I don't think I think the last horror movie I watched was like I don't know. It was some shit. I think it was The Nun. You know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I wasn't. I really wasn't scared. My older brother and his girlfriend was scared. I'm like, this movie's ass, man. I guess. And I'm pretty sure it was like a good movie to people that are like not playing horror games, you know.
Right.
But like.
Yeah.
Like you can like when you played enough horror games, like you said, like you could pretty much anticipate like when the jump scare is happening, and you know it's like it's not like you got to do a lot better than that to try to to scare me, you know.
Right. Especially with a game too, you know, it's like it's you in it.
Yeah.
You're the player is the character is the avatar for the player.
So, yeah.
You know, it's actually you going around that corner.
Mhm.
You know, so yeah, man. There is a lot of horror movies that scared me when I was younger, more so now.
Mhm.
And it's more like games that give me that intense jump scare where I'm like, oh fuck, I really feel like I lost a couple years off my life right there, you know, because my heart just fucking stopped for a minute.
Yeah.
Those are the type of jump scares I'm like, damn, I can only probably get that in video games right now.
Mhm.
I remember fucking PT, man. PT was one of those bad ones. I flung my controller out of my hands. Like the fucking controller literally went out of my hands. I was like, dude, I feel like a cartoon character. Like, what the fuck, man? This is amazing. Fucking Kojima.
That's unfortunate because with that game, it wasn't even him. It's just fucking Konami. Like they screwed him over, man.
Yeah, it was Konami. I said fucking Kojima because he was able to put that jump scare in there.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, man.
And then like they fucked up his series, his Metal Gear. Like he can't even get his shit back. Yeah, like they turned into a fucking stupid ass zombie survival. I'm like, what? And like the thing is, like
people love zombies. Let's do that.
Yeah, right. That's all they could have thought of. Like, and then like the thing is, you're not even playing as Snake or like any of like the important characters in the game. Like you're just playing as some fucking random. You know, like who the fuck is this? Who am I playing as? You know. I think it's called like Metal Gear Survive or something like that. And
is this part of Metal Gear 5?
No, so that even with
that wasn't part of.
Even with Metal Gear Solid 5, that game wasn't finished. You know, like he still was working on the game, and like Konami, like they made him like push out the game. Even, like the game being incomplete, it's still praised as one of the best games. Like one of the best games like ever, So that's just really unfortunate. And the thing is, like, I was never really into the game. My older brother was into it. you know.
Uh-huh.
But like I respect and I appreciate it. That's another character, Solid Snake being in fucking Smash, dude.
True. That was pretty cool when he first appeared in Brawl.
Yeah. And people love Snake. Snake is such a beloved character.
Right. I know I heard the unfinished stuff for Metal Gear Solid 5 was like a time jump kind of into the future.
Mhm.
And it was it focused on like kids and stuff like that. It was interesting.
There's one character I think because there was like two parts to that game. I believe there was like Metal Gear Solid 5. I can't remember the first one, but I know the other one was like Phantom Pain, you know. And
Oh, Ground Zeroes and
Phantom Pain, yeah, yeah. Mhm. And there's this girl. I don't know her I don't know her name, but like she's fucking badass as fuck. She can't talk. Like she was like she's like
Oh, Quiet.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Like she can't talk, but like I guess she's a phantom,
Team.
you know. And
Yeah, she's a what?
and she's a phantom. Like she can't
Oh, she's okay.
and she can reanimate too. Like anytime you kill her, she like comes back, you know.
Mhm.
But like I guess she's like some kind of like super soldier experiment or something like that, you know. And like she was like she went through a lot of shit, like, you know, like torture and other unspeakable things, you know. So like the character that you play in Phantom and Metal Gear Solid 5 is not exactly is Big Boss, you know.
Yeah.
Um
This is set during the 80s too.
yeah. Mhm. And the crazy part about it is like the thing is like Big Boss is he's so fucking good at what he does, like as a super soldier, you know. Like you know, he could actually fight her too, and he loses sometimes, but most of the time he wins, and it's pretty fucking insane. Cause like that chick, like in the I think there was like a cutscene, but like she was like fucking destroying these soldiers, dude. Like I'm like, damn. These high elite soldiers. Chris, stop shooting the rockets! You dumbass! I'm sorry.
It sounds like you're playing as Shovel.
I'm playing as Shovel. Yeah, I am. But like Chris, okay,
Wait,
Chris,
you guys are playing together?
no, like like I'm gonna record.
AI, Chris.
I'm gonna record this and you'll see, cause he's just shooting rockets at this fucking bat, at the bat, dude. But like, I'm like, that's pretty fucking cool, you know. Like he can pretty much like anticipate like her moves and shit like that, you know. And, like especially with her like being able to like teleport all over the screen and shit. And she's kind of like, I would say like she's kind of like she has like she's in like a similar boat to like X-23, you know. Designed only,
Powerful.
yeah.
Yeah, designed for.
Just being a weapon, you know, just being a weapon, you know.
Yeah. Being sexy as fuck.
Yeah.
Also designed, I guess, like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna design a weapon, but make it sexy.
Just make it hot. Yeah, just make it hot.
I want to be able to bang the nuke. Or should I say I want to bang the nuke? Because if I do, I will die.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. I guess like the only things that Konami is really getting their games from is if they make another like badass fucking Castlevania game. Cause pretty much Metal Gear as a series is dead, unfortunately, cause they fucked up the game so bad with that fucking stupid ass zombie shit.
There's just like no coming back.
Like I said, my brother and my friend, you know, and his friend was like into it. So like when I saw that shit and I shared it with them like on Facebook a couple years ago, they were like complaining. They were like, "What the fuck is this?" They were